Welcome to your practice today, friends. This is Aimee, and today I'm offering you a practice that will energize and uplift. We will move through a series of really dynamic movements and postures, incorporating spinal movements and linking that with a steady, rhythmic breath. And when we bring these dynamic movements and a steady breath together, it creates a uplifting sense paired with finding a sense of balance and calm amidst the series, amidst the sequence of movements, and really offering for a well-rounded and balanced practice. But we'll also be exploring the heating qualities of our practice and finish with the grounding and softening, more grounding poses at the end as well. So let's find a comfortable seat. Sitting back on the heels to start with, if that feels okay on your knees and your ankles, or sitting on your hips, crisscrossing at the ankles, and letting the eyes close and soften to start our practice today. So letting the eyelids soften as a signal to our body to switch our attention from external and moving more internally. Bring the palms to the tops of the thighs and find a tall, elongated spine, feeling a sense of length and lightness in the back of your body. And just notice and tune into your natural breath. Breathing in and out of your nose, and inviting a steadiness and smooth quality into your breath. Not forcing or grasping, but simply inviting into your practice today. Becoming aware of the physical sensations in your body as you breathe in and feel a lifting up in the chest. And as you exhale, feel a sense of grounding down through the tailbone and the hips into the earth. And I invite you now to bring one hand over your heart center and one hand to your belly. And pressing the palms into the body, can you feel even more of a lift upward through the crown of your head? Take a big breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, open your mouth. Release and arrive to your mat and to your practice for the next 45 minutes or so, letting your attention be here. Inhale, fill up in the chest and the lungs. And exhale, soften the belly. Feel the fall of the chest. And let the eyes open. Let's come to all fours to start our practice today. Bringing the hands underneath the wrists and the knees just slightly back from under the hips to start. Taking a breath in here and keeping the toes tucked, so feeling a little stretch in the arches of your feet. Exhale, send your hips back into a version of child's pose. And let your forehead come down to the earth if that's accessible for you. Taking a moment of pause here and just rolling from right to left, massaging the space just above your eyebrows. And inviting you to close your eyes again here, dropping into your body, dropping into your practice, into this experience. Inhale. Come to stillness and open mouth. Exhale, let it go. Nice. Find more space between each finger. Ground down through the center of your palms. Inhale, move forward in space. Open up across your chest. Lift the gaze. And exhale, round, press the earth away. Cat pose. Send the hips back into child's pose. Breathing in. Shift forward in space, open up across the chest, maybe the hips slowly, gently release down to the earth, keeping that low belly engaged, and exhale back into child's pose. So starting our practice, building heat, easy here, taking our time to warm up the spine, find some flexibility in the spine, preparing for our movements in our physical practice, tuning into your breath, letting your awareness come to your next breath in and your next breath in, out, flowing back and forth between these two motions. Inhale, open across your chest. Exhale, child's pose. Tuck your toes. Inhale, send the hip creases back and up, downward facing dog. Bend the knees quite a bit here, so keep the knees bent for this first down dog. Press through the inner part of your palm. Feel the front ribs hug into the back of your body, and find a little bit more engagement in the core and those deep, deep, deep belly muscles, our stabilizer muscles, which are going to fire and move us through our practice today. Inhale, lift the hips a little higher, and exhale from the back of the hips. Contract the muscles, press through the heels. Let the heels reach down towards the earth. Inhale, look forward. Shift forward into a plank pose, pause. Exhale, lower the knees down. Look forward 2 feet in front of your mat. And slowly, with strength, come all the way down to your belly. Good. Untuck your toes. Reach longer out of your hips. Hands are at the base of your ribs. Draw the elbows together. Inhale, press down through the pinky side edge of your toe. Lift up for baby cobra. Exhale, gently pull the low belly in to the back. Tuck your toes, press yourself back up to knees and child's pose. Nice inhale, lift up for downward facing dog. Exhale, find stillness in this shape, bending in the knees slightly. Inhale, wave forward plank pose. Exhale, lower down to the knees. Look forward, hug the elbows in as you land on to the earth. Untuck your toes. Take a breath in, cobra. And exhale, tuck your toes, pull the low belly in and up, press up. Find some strength as you lift. Downward facing dog, nice. Flowing forward, fluid here. Inhale, roll through, pause, look forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale for a cobra, Bhujangasana. And exhale, use your breath, power yourself up and back. Downward facing dog, nice. Inhale, firm up through your left hip, ground down through your left heel. Pull the low belly in as you lift up the right leg with stability here. Floating that leg into the air. Breathe in, bend your knee, open, stack your hips, right hip over left, and let your right knee reach up into the clouds. But then can you counter that action by rotating the right rib cage down towards the earth? Big stretch, breathe in. And let it go. Straighten your leg. Exhale. Knee to nose round. Lightly set your foot in between your hands. Drop your left knee down to the earth. Feel the low belly, so even bring your hand to the low belly and press in and up. Rise up, low lunge. Breathe in. Exhale, move the hips forward in spaces. 1. Inhale, keep lifting up, zipping the low belly in. So you feel the legs rooted down, but you can gather a sense of lightness and support as you draw the low belly into the back of your body. Inhale. And exhale, sweep the arms back behind you. Turn the palms, rotate towards the earth. Find space across the collarbones. Hug the pinkies in. Good. Breathe in. And breathe out. Press firmly through the right big toe ball mound, the right heel. Inhale, lift the back knee. Hug muscle to bone on the left side of your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, come into high lunge. Lift the gaze. Exhale, lower the knee down. Bring your left hand to the earth. bring your right hand to your chest here today. And inhale, moving from this space in the center of your body. Inhale, open, twist, reach the right arm into the air. Breathe in. And breathe out, plant your hand down. Fire up that back knee, step back, plank pose. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, press yourself back in, up, strength through the body. Breathing in as you firm up through the right hip, ground down through the right heel. Inhale, float the left leg high. Keep engagement in the core. Bend your left knee open and stack your left hip over your right. Keep drawing your left heel into your booty as you lift the knee up towards the sky. Nice. And then wrap that left armpit and left rib cage towards the earth, squaring the rib cage. Breathe in. And exhale, extend your leg, knee to nose, pull and draw it in. Gently step through. Land. Let yourself arrive here first, then gather from the belly, hug the belly button into the spine, reach up below lunge. Breathe in, feel this sense of lifting up out of the pelvis, and exhale, settle into this shape, relax the shoulders, nice. Start to feel a heating quality with your breath, in and out through your nose. Breathe in. And breathe out. Really make it audible here. Inhale and exhale. Right hand comes down to the ground. Open your wings. Bring the left hand to the chest, always an option. And then open here. Breathe in and breathe out. Big twist. Inhale and exhale. Bring your left hand down to the ground. Fire up your right thigh bone. Look forward. Step forward. Land, forward fold. Nice. Inhale and exhale. Take a breath in and a breath out. Nice. Inhale, press through the soles of the feet, rise up, reach up, look up. Follow your thumbs as you bring the hands down into the center of your heart. Focus down at your fingers. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold it inward, a little bend in the knees. Let your low belly come into contact with the top of your thighs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step that right foot back. So we're going to repeat this side because I forgot something. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, take that airplane shape. Here's what we skipped on this left side. Gently draw the pinkies together and feel an engagement in the back of your body. Hover over that left thigh bone and then lift the right knee away from the earth. Feel the legs firm up, squeeze muscle to bone. Hinging forward, bowing over your left leg. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, land in high lunge. Nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Plant your hands, step it back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Inhale, roll forward, wave through. Exhale, look forward. Exhale, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes. Inhale for a cobra. Exhale, press up and back. Downward facing dog. All right, we're going to add on here. And feel free through, as we move through this series, to add, edit, change whatever you need to feel supported and stable in your body. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, right knee taps right upper arm. Pause. Breathe in to lift up. Extend through the heel. Exhale, twist underneath. Right knee touches left upper arm. Inhale to extend. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Sweep the arms overhead. Keep your back foot tucked. Arms sweep back behind. Bow over the right thigh bone. Squeeze the pinkies together. Inhale to lift. And then sweep the arms all the way up over your head. Exhale, bring your right hand down to your right hip. Take a gentle twist. Elbow lands to the outer right knee. Option here to unite the hands and twist, or keep your right hand exactly where it is, drawing that right hip crease back. Whatever feels good in your body. Inhale and exhale, release. Move through high lunge. And then exhale, bring your left hand down to the ground. Open twist. Breathe in. And breathe out. Plant your hands. Step it back. Plank pose. Strong. Supported plank. Inhale, shift forward. Look forward. Exhale, lower all the way to the earth. Untuck your toes. Inhale for a cobra. Exhale, pull the low belly in and up as you press back, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, left knee taps. Left upper arm pause. Inhale to extend. Exhale, left knee, right upper arm pause. Breathe in. Breathe out. Step through low lunge. Sweep the arms up over your head. Lift the chest. Exhale, sweep the arms back behind. Hinge forward. Draw the pinkies together. Palms face to the earth. Lift the heart up into the back of the body. Rise up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Dynamic movements. Steady breath. High lunge. And exhale, right hand down to the ground. Open twist. Open to your left. Squeeze muscle to bone as you lift the right thigh bone into the air. And then exhale, plant your left hand down. Look forward, step your right foot forward. Forward folds. Release the head. Shake it yes, shake it no. You can even bring the hands behind the back of your head just as a little extra guidance as you release the crown of your head towards the earth. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, fold inward. Pull up gently on the arches to rise. Sweep the arms all the way up overhead. Look up at your thumbs and then follow your thumbs back down into the center of your chest. Nice. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Whoop. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step it back, plank pose. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down halfway this time. Inhale, roll through upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, lift your right leg high. Exhale, right knee taps upper arm. Inhale to lift. Exhale, give a little tap underneath left upper arm. Breathe in, extend, breathe out, step through. Low lunge, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge forward. Draw the pinkies together, lift through the back body, rise up. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale, open twist. Bring your left hand down to the earth. Always an option to lower here. Inhale. Exhale, pause, runner's lunge, back into high lunge. Breathe in. Open up, warrior two. Arrive here, press down through the back heel, reach your tailbone to your left heel rather, and settle here. Bend into that front knee, and the knee tracks over the pinky toe. Lighten the upper body, feel the low belly pumping into the spine. Flip the palm, exhale, reverse your warrior, breathe and stretch. And exhale, spin the hands down to the earth, step it back, plank pose. Pause here, open up into a side plank. So option one is to lower your left knee, reach the right arm into the air. If you're looking for a little more strength, a little more heat here. Glue the inner ankles together. Open up. Side plank pose. Inhale and exhale. Keep the gaze steady, looking forward or up at that right thumb. Breathe in and breathe out. Plank pose and move through whatever flow feels good for you. You can always skip this and I'll meet you right back in downward facing dog. Take a breath in and let it go. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, tap left upper arm. Breathe in to lift. Exhale, take a little tap underneath the right upper arm. Inhale to extend through your left heel. Exhale, glide that left foot forward. Rise up into low lunge. Exhale, hinge forward, airplane arms. Pull the low belly in as you lift up. Arms reach up, high lunge. Exhale, right hand lightly sets down. Open twist from your center. Firm up in that right thigh bone. Lift up to the sky. Breathe in and breathe out. Return your gaze in your left palm. Runner's lunge for a moment. Rise back up, high lunge. Inhale, spin your back heel down, warrior two. Press down through the back heel. Lift up on the back inner arch. Tailbone reaches towards your right heel. Now settle more so into the front leg. Feel the low belly hug in and soften into this shape. Maybe even let the arms flow through like water. Close the eyes. Feel this pose. So rather than thinking about what shape, the form you're in, just feel it. Allow your body to feel. Inhale, flip your palm. Exhale, get long in the side of your left waist and light. And then sweep the arms down to the earth. Step back, plank pose. Side plank over to your right. Option one, lower your right knee. Open up here. Option two, bring the ankles together. Roll onto the pinky side edge of that foot. Breathe and lift the hips away from the earth. Breathe in. So strong, beautiful, y'all. Inhale and exhale. Move through your flow or return into that downward facing dog shape. Take a breath in and let it go. Nice. Inhale, undulate the spine as you roll forward. And exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Nice. Arrive back here and let yourself find a little rest. Maybe bringing the head to the back of the hands. Take a big breath of air in. And exhale, release. Nice. Extend the arms back behind you. And interlace the fingers or simply grab for opposite elbows perhaps. Press through the pinky side edge of your foot. Inhale. Begin to lift like a baby cobra. And exhale, reach the knuckles towards your heels. Breathe in, locust variation. Inhale. Keep the gaze steady. Keep the neck long. So notice if you're cranking back in the neck, can you soften by bringing your gaze down just a touch? Inhale and exhale, release. Let one cheek rest. Nice. We're going to do that one more time. This time switch the grip of your hands or grab for opposite arm on top if you were working with that line behind. Inhale. Begin to lift up, roll the shoulder heads out and open. And then maybe this time you lift the legs. So really feel this upliftment of the front body into the back body. The back body lights up. Breathe in. hug the outer ankles in. Exhale, lower the feet, keep the chest lifted. Cobra pose. Exhale, strengthen the belly here, strengthen the breath up and back. Downward facing dog, yeah, nice. Good. Let the hips swing from side to side. And take another breath in. And let it go. Breathe and look forward. Exhale. Step or walk, feet to meet your hands. Inhale, take a lift. Exhale, fold forward. Round and draw your forehead to your kneecaps. Inhale, uncoil, rise all the way up. And exhale. Bring the hands down into the center of your chest. Nice. Let's step out and open. Coming into a wide leg type of position. Ankles underneath your wrists, and then rotate your left toes forward. Lift your back right heel, move it back 45 degrees, and we'll land back in Warrior 2. Warrior 2, take a breath in, soften in the upper body, and take a breath out. Good. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reverse triangle, straighten that front leg. Ground down through the heels. Firm up in the legs. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach, reach, reach forward. Pull the low belly in gently. Tailbone reaches towards your back heel. Open up, big stretch. Inhale. Lean back in space as you activate underneath that right shoulder blade. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, check in with yourself. Check in what's happening with the strength and support of your low belly, these main stabilizers. Inhale, can you lift up away from your left thigh? Reset. And then exhale, use the strength of your core. Come back into Warrior 2. Nice. Inhale, bring the arms together. Take up space, star pose. And then Warrior 2 towards the back of your mat. Lift the back heel, 45 degrees. Sink down into that Warrior 2 shape. Nice. Can you bring more emphasis into your back leg? Lift up on that inner arch. Settle in, flip your palm. Reverse your warrior, straighten into reverse triangle. Breathe in. Keep all of this space and length. Hug in, exhale, triangle pose. Land lightly, right hand on your shin. Inhale, reach up into the sky. Take a breath in and take a breath out. Ground down through the heels. Pull the heels in together. Isometric contraction. Breathe in and breathe out. Rise up with strength. And Warrior 2. Good. Inhale, star pose. Bring the palms to touch. And exhale. Cut through the air with your fingers. Nice. Interlace the hands behind your back once more, or grab for opposite elbows. So we were here when we were on our belly in locust pose. Breathe in. Feel the external rotation. Feel the hugging in and length of the upper body, the front side of the body. Exhale, little bend in the knees. Fold forward. Breathe in. And breathe out. Hug the outer legs in. Lift up on the inner arches. So the legs are really, really active here. Let the head release. Shake it yes. Shake it no. Take another breath in. As you exhale, feel the crown of your head reaching into the earth, like there was roots that were lifting up and pulling the head just gently down. Mindful of the low back here. So edit this, modify however you need if you're feeling any discomfort. Little bend in the knees. Inhale, rise up. Use the low belly as support as you come all the way back up. Nice. Step to the top of our mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands together as we sit back into that chair pose. Breathe in and breathe out. Good. Inhale and exhale. Take a little twist over to the right. Inhale, unite the hands, press through the palms, open up. And exhale, fold it forward, release. Good. Inhale, back into chair pose. Exhale, a little twist over to the left. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath. Keep the hips in that chair pose, lift up. And exhale, fold and release. Nice. Bend one knee and then the other, exploring a stretch in the back of the legs and the side of the hips. Inhale to lift. And exhale, bend at the knees, lift the heels. Stretch in the front of the ankles and then come all the way back down. As we come down to our backs, let's find a bow pose. So scoop out in the low belly, bracing here. Begin to lift the feet, flex the toes in, breathe in, lift the chest and the heart. Maybe the legs extend or keeping them bent here. Inhale and exhale, soften the sides of your neck. Good, breathe in, straighten the arms, breathe out. Breathe in, shaking and effort is welcome. Inhale. And exhale, come all the way down. Nice. Hug your knees into your chest and roll around a little. Left to right to left. Releasing in the low back. Staying with our theme here of dynamic movements, we'll find a bridge pose. So bring the feet about hip distance apart. As you inhale, lift the hips up, press through the heels, engage the glutes. Let the arms sweep over your head. Breathe in and exhale. In unison, lower the hands, lower the hips. Nice. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower down. I invite you to close the eyes here. Really drop into this motion, into this movement. Inhale to lift. And exhale, longer exhale. Slow down. Good. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Inhale, press through the heels. This time we'll pause here in this bridge pose. Walk the shoulder blades in together. And then interlace the hands behind the head, so behind the back rather. We've been with the spine before. Use the glutes to really lift the weight of the pelvis. Lift the chin out of the chest, look up into the clouds, look up towards the sky, breathe in, breathe out. Notice where the weight is, just notice where the weight is in your feet. And can you adjust in any way to make the shape feel more stable? So maybe pressing more so through the heels, pressing more so through the big toe ball mound of each foot. Inhale and exhale, lower all the way down. Alrighty, so your choice to move through another bridge pose, holding for 3 rounds of breath, or if wheels in your practice, then go ahead, bring the hands down by your ears and use the glutes to lift the pelvis up for a wheel pose. Breathe in, press through the heels, exhale. Coming up on the toes, perhaps, to make this wheel a little more accessible. Breathe in, steady breath. Inhale, press and lift, and exhale, slowly come back down to the crown of your head and lower to the earth. Good. Bring one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. Let the knees fall in together. And just breathe here. Return to that natural breath that we started in the beginning of our practice. Feeling the effects of our movements. Feel the effects of our breathing and our heat building practice as we shift and transition into a more restful and restorative piece. Balancing out our heat and fire with some grounding poses here. extend your legs straight up into the air. Just flex the toes and point the toes. A couple rounds exploring what's happening in the ankle joints and the toes. And then hug the knees into the chest. Good. Start to roll a little from side to side. Draw your forehead towards your knees and then start to roll up and down the length of your spine. 3 times and then 2 times until you get momentum to come all the way up to sit. Nice. Good. Bring that right heel in towards the inner right thigh and press down through the pinky toe here to get longer out through your knee. And you might notice how that hip naturally rolls and opens up and you find a little more space. Bring the hands on either side of your extended leg. Inhale. And as you exhale, reach the heart forward towards your toes, hinging at your hip crease, coming down to whatever degree that you can still feel stability and support in the low back without any catching or pain here. Breathe in and breathe out. Perhaps reaching that right arm over towards the pinky toe. Take another breath in and release. Good. Swing that right arm up and over. Bring it back behind your hips. Coming up and pressing onto the right shin bone. Lift up. Good. Stargazer. Breathe in. And breathe out. Nice. Extend that right leg long. Or your left leg, depending on which one you started with first. Press through the pinky side edge of the bent leg and feel a little firming action of that outer hip as you reach the knee towards the wall. Inhale and exhale, rotate so the shin bone is in line with the center of your chest. And then exhale, lead with the heart. Notice if you're feeling stretching in the low back or strain and restriction. So if you feel that restriction, like it's pulling you back because it's not safe to continue moving forward, then just come out of it a little bit. Keeping in mind that yoga is a practice of mindfulness, and how can we bring more thoughts and care and intention with each movement and posture that we move through in our practice. Good. Breathe in. Maybe reaching for the outer part of that foot. And inhale, slowly coming up. Nice. Bending both knees and bringing the legs out a little wider than hip distance. Grabbing for the shin bones. Inhale, lift up. As you lift up and find space, bring the thigh bones in contact with the low belly, and then exhale, start to press the low belly back into your thighs, and then let the head release down. Good. So a gentle low back release here. Again, being mindful if you feel like you're getting too much flexion, too much forward folding into this, and come out just a little bit, working to keep as much integrity in the spine as possible. So important that we're mindful of how we are bending and twisting and moving through our practice. Inhale, and then exhale, slide the legs out, coming into a wide leg forward fold. Lift the hips up and scoot the pelvis forward, maybe finding a little more opening in the legs. Bring the fingertips down and exhale, fold into this nice forward fold. And coming down to the palms, or maybe you can go safely deeper into this. You can listen to how your body is responding as you're moving into this particular pose. Smooth and steady breath. Inhale. starting to walk the hands back in towards the body, and then swing the legs around. Nice. From here, we're going to find a half pigeon pose. So you can come into this from a downward facing dog or all fours, bringing your right knee to right wrist, slide the left leg back, and then however far you're able to get your shin towards the top edge of your mat, inhale, lift up, keep some engagement in the glutes, and rotate that left hip forward to square. Breathe in. And then exhale, surrender yourself down to any degree here. Just surrendering. Feeling whatever there is to feel in this shape. One more cycle of breath. And then start to walk your hands inch by inch, roll over onto that right hip and swing that left leg around, cross it over. Gentle twist. Inhale, reground through that left hip bone. Keep your right arm just gently on that right shin and open twist to your left. Looking over the left shoulder. Breathe in. Pause here in this twist, but now bring the gaze over your right shoulder. Stretch in the neck. And just explore here. Maybe lower the chin more towards the top of your shoulder. Pausing, taking a breath in. And release. Nice. And we'll switch sides. Coming to all fours or down dog. And moving into your half pigeon. Right knee, left wrist, extend that right leg back. Really slide it back here. Breathe in. Feel that right hip get a little heavier over to the right edge of that thigh bone, that right thigh bone. And then exhale. Flow down like soft water. Noticing how one side of your body may move differently, respond differently as you move in and get into these postures. And just learning from our relationship with these poses, how our body is informing us of certain areas of tightness or tension. How one side speaks to us in a very different way than the other. And letting this practice be that of self-inquiry and exploration. On your next exhale, rise up out of this. Roll over onto your left hip and slide your right leg around, cross it over your left thigh. Reset here. Bring that right hip down if that's accessible. With the left palm or elbow, hook over on the right shin bone and then twist, open to your right. Gentle twist. Looking over the right shoulder. And then holding in this twist as you look back over your left shoulder. Maybe lifting the chin or lowering it down. Finding that sweet spot in your body. Take a big breath of air here. And release. Good. Extend both legs out for a moment. And then come all the way, rolling yourself down with purpose, intention, arriving back on the earth. Good, hug the knees into the chest and roll a little from side to side. As we come into our final rest, letting the legs be long or keeping the knees bent if you need a little more support for your low back today. This is always a great option as well. But wherever you land, let your palms flip up towards the sky. in an act of receiving all of the benefits of your efforts. In an act of receiving whatever is there to receive. A sign of openness. Let your breath be soft and shallow now. Releasing the grip of tension in the muscles and the eyelids. Unhinging the bottom jaw away from your top jaw. Big, 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 big breath of air in. Fill up all the way up in the sides of your neck, and then open mouth, exhale. And now rest here. I invite you to rest here for as long as you need and would like. And when you do feel ready to move, starting with very subtle, gentle movements, spontaneously waking your body up for the second time today. Stretching your arms long, maybe giving a yawn, and then wrapping the knees into the chest. Roll from left to right and side to side, and then land over on your right side. Letting the top palm come to touch the earth. Feeling supported and held in this moment. And then pressing yourself up, flowing up. Returning to a comfortable seat, however that looks for you, and breathing in up the length of the spine as you gather and unite the palms and rest the thumbs right in the center of your chest. Breathe into the back body and feel this uplifting sensation rising up from within you and moving out into your thumbs, out into your hands, and out into the world. Letting this energy move from you, through you, within you, and out, creating a ripple effect, and sending love and well-being to all of those in your world today, whether you are physically close or whether they are far from a distance. Let that be felt. Breathe in. And exhale, bow your mind down to your heart in an act of gratitude and reverence for this practice. Thank you for your practice. Be well.